Well, good morning, friends and reptile lovers. I am back again here in the snake room, a little dressed up because I just had to use my lunch break at work a little bit differently today. I was kind of rushing to get animals paired up this morning before needing to get to a meeting at the office, and I checked in on one of the girls and discovered that she was wrapped around a clutch of eggs, but I did not have time to pull them before I ran to work. So I decided to use my lunch break today to come see what she's hiding. I'm really excited about this clutch. I do believe that this female, I produced her several years ago, and I think she's one of the most beautiful animals that I have personally produced. Nothing super crazy fancy, but when I saw her for the first time, it was like, wow, I am keeping that snake. And so this is, I believe, her second time producing a clutch for us. And so I'm really excited to see what happens. But I actually changed my pairing partway through the planning this year, and I'm going to explain that a little bit here in a minute. But just so excited to see the eggs and see what she's got. But let's go ahead and pull her out. Let's see what we're working with, and then as we get the egg box set up, I'll tell you more about what the pairing was and why I did that. Kind of a long shot, but we'll see what happens, and we'll hope for the best, and it'll be a really exciting journey along the way. So thanks for joining me. Without further ado, let's take a look at what she's hiding. Oh yeah, wrapped tight. Look at that. Oh, you look like you got a great clutch there. Let me move some stuff out of the way. All right, you gonna be nice to me? Oh, sweetheart. I hear you. I do. I hear you. I know. Let's let them go, Mama. Oh, you got at least one slug in there. Woo! She tried. That was just a little warning shot. I don't know if I caught that on the camera, but she did take a swipe at me. She's hissing quite a bit. She used to be super, super sweet, but after going through egg labor, I'm sure that she is stressed out. Isn't she just absolutely gorgeous, though? Please don't bite me. I would appreciate it if you didn't. All right, we're going to try and check her out now that she's calmed down, maybe just a tad. Don't feel anything in her, but she's definitely resistant. Woo! I guess she doesn't like you guys. Sorry about that. All right, Mama, we're going to put you in a temporary tub. You are tense. There you go. You relax a little bit. We'll get you cleaned up in a minute. All right, well, so we do have one sluggo there that's an infertile egg, unfortunately, but it looks like we have 2, 4, 6 good eggs. And we're going to run them over, get a weight on them, and then we'll put them in the box. Oh no. All right, so what happened? So what happened here is I just, one of the eggs just punctured, so I'm gonna have to do something to try and seal it up real quick. All right, so we're zooming out here a little bit. One of the eggs was upside down. The incubator, or the embryo was on the bottom. Man, come on, break for me. So I'm going to make up a little glue mixture, and I'm going to try to make sure this egg gets sealed back, because as I was trying to gently separate them, one of the eggs ruptured and started leaking. So I need to get that patched if I can. I'm just trying to find something I can stir this with. I don't have anything real good, so we're just gonna do a little makeshift here. And what I'm mixing is Elmer school glue and Lotrimin powder, which is a antifungal powder that helps reduce mold. I'm gonna move these over here real quick. And oh, this is not the best situation. I actually can't tell which egg is leaking, if it's the one on, I think it's that one, the one on the bottom. All right, so let me set this off to the side. What we're going to do here is apply this mixture. It's not one to go on. So I'm going to take a little paper towel, try and clean this off. It's not actively oozing with no pressure, so if I can clean it, what we're going to do, this is impromptu, you didn't ask for this, folks, but I'm going to get a piece of butcher paper which won't mold like a paper towel would, and we're going to try and cover this up here. And then apply some more of my mixture. Try and keep it on there and sealed tight so that this will form a layer that will protect that egg from infection and from any more loss of fluid during incubation. It's always a risk when you separate eggs. The longer they've been together, the higher the risk. So this is not what we ever want to have happen, but like I said, this egg was upside down. The embryo was on the bottom, and so I really needed to turn it. So now we're going to get these lights back off and finish candling these eggs and hope for the best. Well, certainly not the way that you want it to go or hope it will go, but this is only the second time I have ever had an egg puncture on me or breach as I'm tried to separate them, and I separate most of my eggs, so this is unusual. Last year I had it happen once, and the egg was completely fine, hatched fine, healthy baby, no problems at all. So hopefully, Lord willing, we'll have the same situation here, and we'll just keep these babies. I'm going to try and, I don't know if I can turn it so that I can see number 5. But sometimes, folks, you gotta think quickly and act quickly. Last year when this happened, I didn't have any of these supplies out here. And so I wasn't ready for it. Thankfully, I had these on hand from the last time it happened to make sure that they were readily accessible. And I don't think we lost too much fluid. It should be no significant issue whatsoever. But again, you always want to be very careful to minimize any risk. But sometimes it happens. You got to get those embryos up. There is some who say that that's not necessary, but the majority of info out there still says you should have the embryos up. So that's what I'm going to do. 6 eggs, 1 slug, and then we weighed, what was it, 614. So our due date will be 7/18. And hopefully about that time we'll get to see what's in here. Hang with me. I'm going to throw these in the incubator, and then we'll talk more about the pairing. Now, I guess to be more accurate, let me say I didn't throw them in the incubator. I gently placed them in the incubator, but you know what I'm saying. So obviously lots of different interesting and unexpected things there. We got our one little slug, our first slug of the season. So that's only 3 clutches, but so far out of those 3 clutches, we have 20 good eggs. So hopefully 20, yeah, 6, 6, and 8. That's 20. 1 slug so far. Hopefully this will be the last slug we see. Probably not if we have many more clutches. It's just something that happens from time to time. But very excited about that clutch. So let's talk about the pairing. The mom to that, I've bred before. You got to see her being feisty with me and with you. She is, I believe, this is what I've had her marked as from the beginning, is a bamboo, pastel, inchy, pinstripe, yellow belly. That's what I believe that she is. She's produced some cool offspring. However, if you haven't been watching the channel, this would be news. If you've watched it and seen a lot of the old videos, there's a male that I have that the last couple of seasons has proven that he's actually het cryptic, which I didn't know at any point when I got him until 2 seasons ago, a Krypton popped out in the clutch, and through tracing some things back, some genetic testing, discovered that he's actually het cryptic, and we just didn't know it. The breeder didn't know it. I didn't know it. But he has since produced Kryptons two years in a row. And then one of his offspring that I had raised up last year produced some Kryptons. So it turned out that she also got the het cryptic gene from her dad. This mom came from that same dad. So after a while, when I started looking at her, because when she first hatched, I was like, I don't know what is going on here, but she seems crazy. I just made the best conclusions based on the information at the time. But as time's gone on and that information came to light, I started to wonder if she actually may be a Krypton as well, which would mean that the mother that produced her would also have had to have been het clown without me knowing it. So it's really a long shot, to be honest. But the head stamp kind of has some clown-like, cryptic-like, I guess, indicators. But when you're combining so many genes like inchy, pinstripe, and yellow belly all into one animal, and bamboo has a lot of pattern mutation, like there's just a lot of things that would work together. You know, you can't tell 100%. I have not shed tested her. But as I started to do my pairings this year, I changed it at the last minute and said, let me put a visual clown with her just in case, the off chance that she is het cryptic, I could make Kryptons, or if she is het clown by some chance, if you don't know, a Krypton is het cryptic and het clown. So if by some chance she was Krypton and I didn't realize it, then she would be het clown also. So pairing her to a visual clown could give me visual clown. So I changed the pairing. Even if she doesn't turn out to be het cryptic or het clown or Krypton or any of that stuff, she still should make some amazing babies. I paired her to an inchy leopard special clown male. And so there's a whole lot of genes at play. I probably have put myself in a world of hurt when it comes to IDing these babies potentially, because I think that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 different codominant genes between the 2 animals. I think, no, 8. Anyway, it's somewhere around 264 possible outcomes. If there are no hets in the mix, that could throw in additional recessive genes. So it's going to be crazy, but it's going to be a really exciting clutch. I can't wait to see what hatches out, and I can't wait to take you guys along, bring you guys along on the journey. Like, it'll be really cool. So that's clutch 3. Very exciting. A lot of mystery and some possibilities that are up in the air. So it'll be so exciting to see what is coming. Anyway, all that said, I got a phone call coming in, but I'm going to have to call them back. That being said, I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to get this mama cleaned up and try and get all that egg smell off of her. Hopefully she doesn't bite me a bunch of times in that process. And then we'll get her in a fresh, clean tub, and we'll feed her, or we'll offer her food this week. And I have a feeling she's going to go right back on feed, which will be great. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to comment your thoughts below or ask any questions. I love hearing from you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hey, what's up, friends and reptile lovers? It's Joel here, and I am super excited about this clutch cutting that we're going to be doing today, and I can't wait to bring you along for the journey. This clutch really is one that, leading up to today's, kind of had me super excited. This is one or two, one of the top two clutches that I'm the most excited about this year. Super excited if you can't tell. You might also remember this is the clutch where if you didn't see, when I pulled these eggs, I had to separate some of them, and one of them sprung a leak and started leaking. And so in that video, I had to improvise a solution to seal that off, and we're going to find out today whether it is good or not good. So that's a little bit scary, but I'm going to give you a little bit of background and history on this clutch and the mom of this clutch, which might help explain why I find this clutch. Well, I've got a little bit of fear heading into this clutch. Not truly, but just like this little bit under the surface. So I'm going to talk for a little bit about that. If you want to cut right ahead to the clutch cutting, go ahead, fast forward a few minutes. But if not, I think this is an interesting story that you will enjoy. Last season, this mom gave us our first clutch ever. Let me see if I can pull her out for you actually and show her to you. She's absolutely gorgeous, but she is a little bit snippy sometimes, so she might take a swipe at me, which I'm not a big fan of, obviously. And I'm trying to get this started because I've got a bunch of family coming in. Today is an 80th birthday party for Pops, my dad, and so we'll have people showing up here soon. But I saw the babies with their heads out this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what is in here and kind of put my mind at ease, hopefully. I do see at least a couple of heads moving around, so I know that, that they're good. But, anyway, I'm really excited about this. And let me see if I can pull Mom out real quick, and we'll take a look. All right, so she came out fine. Let's see if she'll stay fine. And I've shown her off before. She is absolutely beautiful. She is definitely a little jumpy. One of the most beautiful that I have created, I think. Has changed a lot, but she is a bamboo pinstripe inchy yellow belly pastel, I think. But I've talked about this before. In subsequent seasons after she hatched, we discovered that her father is actually het cryptic. And so with some of the unusual stuff there, I just assumed it was the effect of all the genes. But she may, in fact, be het cryptic or a krypton. I don't know, because the mixture of genes makes it really hard to ID. And I have not shed tested her. I probably should. I know I've said that before. But just want to show you off. And we'll talk about some of the history. So if you followed along last year, you may remember this mother gave us her first clutch ever last year. It was clutch number 6 of 2024. And it was 7 eggs, but 1 was a slug. 3, right off the bat, you could tell, had no shot. They were infertile. And there were 2 that looked really weak. And I didn't think they were going to make it. The shell was funny, all kinds of stuff. There was only 1 egg out of the whole clutch that looked viable. I incubated all of them anyway. And sure enough, 5 out of the 6 did go bad, and 1 survivor. We had 1 survivor only. But man, did she make that 1 egg count. It was an absolute ripper, to quote Brian Barczyk. And actually, I believe a world's first combination for a bamboo combo that's absolutely incredible looking. And here in just a minute, I'm going to cut away, and I'm actually going to refresh your memory of what that snake looked like as a baby. I'm going to show after it first shed out and some of that stuff. I'm not going to pull him out today because he just ate, and I don't want to upset him. But he is absolutely incredible. And so going into this pairing, I'm just going to put her up real quick to put her mind at ease. Hey, baby. Yes, let's go inside. They're so fun. Anyway, what was I saying? The hesitancy going into this clutch was obviously I paired her up. I did pair her with a different male this year, but the male that I paired her with last year was proven and had successful clutches before. So I didn't think there was an issue with him necessarily. But of course, when you have that kind of clutch, you wonder, is there something going on? Was it just too much breeding? Was it just one of those things that happens? So this was her second clutch, and she made me wait a little bit for it, but we got it, and everything looked great. But we did have, again, that 1 egg that sprung a leak. So that's kind of up in the air. So there's just been some like really high excitement, but at the same time, kind of this little hesitance as we went through with this kind of fear, like, are these babies going to be okay? Are the eggs going to go full term? What's going to happen? So we're finally to the day where I get to find out, and I'm beyond excited. Like, I can't wait to share this with you guys. I've already seen a couple little heads peeking through the eggs, and I'm like, they look great from what I can see. So in a few minutes here, we're going to pull them out. We're going to go ahead and turn it around, and we're going to see how many have pipped. We'll go ahead and cut the remaining eggs and see what we've got. We'll save number 5 to the end, our little leaky egg, and see what happened there. Hopefully no ill effects from springing a leak, and hopefully all healthy babies. But on top of all of that, this clutch is so exciting because as I talked about the baby that was produced last year, you'll see here in a minute, he was absolutely amazing. I mean, stunning. One of my favorites that I have ever produced, if not top 5, absolutely of all time, maybe top 1 or 2. Definitely the favorite one that I produced all last year. So that's really exciting. But here's the deal. The pairing for this year with that mom is the same genes in the dad, but we added 2 on top. So he's also, in addition to leopard clown, he's an inchy special clown. So I've got inchy and special on top of what we already had in that clutch. And so if she were to prove, in fact, to be het clown or het cryptic, then we could get kryptons or we could get clowns, and that would be pretty, or cryptics, I guess. Be pretty crazy. So there's just like this, I don't know, there's all kinds of opportunities, but the thought that I could take my favorite baby from last year and then add in special on top of that to even brighten and enhance the pattern, clean it up even more, and maybe inchy as well. Like, it's going to be insane. I'm going to be going crazy trying to ID this clutch, most likely, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun in the process. So anyway, that's the story. I hope you like the background there, but it's so much excitement and a little bit of fear, but in a few minutes, we're going to know for sure. This is the moment of truth. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Be sure to follow along, comment below. Tell me what you think of last year's baby. Tell me which one's your favorite from this year. Whatever that pops into your mind, just share it with me. I'm so beyond excited. Like, I'm going to have to calm myself down a little bit so that my scissor hand is steady. But man, woo, it's going to be great. Let's get right into it after we take a look at last year's baby. All right, well, it is finally time. Oh my goodness. I actually took a break between the intro and the cutting because family's here celebrating, and it is finally time. I did peek in with my little nieces and nephews earlier, and it looked like all the babies had pipped, so everything looks good. You're about to be in for a surprise here. I can't wait. And I think there was a surprise, something that I forgot. And anyway, we're going to see here. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Woo! Let's look at some babies. Oh my goodness. Reminder, the pairing, inchy leopard special clown to a bamboo pastel inchy pinstripe yellow belly, possibly het cryptic or krypton. Whew. Man, this is awesome. So right off the bat, let me just tell you this observation. This guy's head is stuck. This little monkey here, egg number 1. Look at number 5. This is our leaky egg. Look at him. Looks like he's doing great. He had his head out like a couple inches this morning. like he was almost touching the lid with his nose. Anyway, all of them have pipped. This is awesome. This is actually day 61. Typically, I would have cut them yesterday if they hadn't pipped, but with all that was going on, I waited, and they've all pipped today. So, total confession, kind of boneheaded. I actually, like, it slipped my mind when I did this pairing. I still would have done it, but that special is actually one of the blue-eyed leucistic complex genes. This little baby's trying so hard to get back in here. And so we have on top here, we actually have a blue-eyed leucistic, which is bamboo and special combined. And look at how cute that monkey is. Focus, please. That cute little joker. You can barely see the blue, but that's a blue-eyed leucistic. And so it's going to be really hard with this one to tell what else is in there because there's so much that could be. Oh, there we go. You got back in. Good job. Woo. And then I cut that little slip there, and that's going to make it so much easier. So we'll let them continue to absorb. They may crawl out tomorrow, maybe the next day, but right now we're going to go ahead and open them all up. We'll give them a look over. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoa. Can you see this little nose that just stuck out? Hang on. I am so, whoa. Do you see that mustache? Is that coming through on the camera? That's the coolest mustache I've ever seen. I'm not a mustache guy, but oh my goodness, that is so cool. Let me see if I can lift him up without him. Sorry, ADD moment. It's like I just saw a squirrel in the park. Is that focusing? Is it coming through? I can't tell. That's the coolest little mustache I've ever seen. Wow. Sorry, I am geeking out completely. That was so neat. Wait till we pull him out. Hopefully we can get, not pull him out, but open it up a little bit more. We can get a good look. That was so crazy. So anyway, here's our little blue-eyed leucistic baby. I can see some faint patterning here. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but this will be a great example, a great opportunity to look at one under the black light once it has its first shed, and we can look for hidden patterns because this could be a visual clown, potentially. It could be a cryptic, potentially. It could be inky leopard, Leo. We know it's bamboo and special for sure. It could be pinstripe yellow belly. There's so much that's going on there. And so I'll be really excited to put this one under the black light after it sheds and see what, if any, hidden patterns are revealed. So definitely be looking for the follow-up on this one because that is going to be awesome. All right. Sorry, I can't take that long with every one, but woo, this is so exciting, especially to see all of them moving around given what happened with the mom last year and the kind of concern. I got these all over the place, kind of out of order. So this one's actually labeled number 2. So we'll go over here next. Detached, they're a little connected. Now this joker, definitely inchy. There ain't no doubt about that one from the head stamp, but almost looks super inchy. So it's just got to be a combo with some of the other genes in here. And it'll be cool to see a better look here. Sorry, I'm almost out of breath. Like I'm so excited and talking fast. I apologize if I sound like a maniac. Oh my gosh. This looks amazing. Oh my goodness. This has got to be, it's got to be special with how clean it is. I'll be honest, I'm not a special expert, but it's light, it's clean. That head stamp, which is now hiding, his nose is right there. Okay. Hey baby, right on cue. It's like we wrote the script. So cool. Man, it'll be awesome to see this baby out of the egg. Obviously, no bamboo. But inchy, absolutely inchy. I'm guessing inchy, leopard, special. We'll see. We'll try and figure out some more when it comes out. Hey there, I see you flicking his tongue. Hopefully you can see that because it's cute as all get out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, these are so awesome. This is so much fun. Especially since they're all moving around. So I'm not worried about, I almost want to save this one for last because of that nose was so crazy. But I said I was going to save 5 for last, but I'm going to save 6. I'm going to save number 2 over here for last because man, that pattern just looks so wild. This one's bubbling out everywhere. I'm sorry. I am spastic. I'm all over the place, but this is really exciting, especially at the end of this day. I've been hanging out with family from 4 different states all day, celebrating my dad turning 80.
which I know I talked about that in the last video, but it's been pretty awesome this weekend to get to celebrate him, and so thankful for him. But then to wrap the day up like this, oh, we got another blue-eyed leucistic, another bamboo special. And again, same thing will apply to this one. I do see some faint patterns on the side for sure. So we'll be able to put it under the black light. We'll have a whole special edition, I guess, once they shed out, and we'll do a black light edition for these babies that are blue-eyed leucistics. Our next clutch, I think, is a possible bell clutch. So maybe we'll have a couple clutches that we can look at all at once. But man, another awesome specimen. And this little dude over here has got his whole head out now, just looking around our little inchy leopard special, whatever. I think that's what it is. All right, Leaky, we're going to save you for next to last. Now, I know I changed my game plan here. Let's see this guy. What I can see so far looks really amazing. Really awesome. So to go from 1 egg from this mom last year to 6 healthy babies is incredible. We got our first definite pinstripe, but the pattern on this thing is wild. So I'm going to say at least inchy pin or leopard pin for sure. Probably inchy pin. It's hard to say. He completely dropped his head back in the middle. I'm going to try and keep as much in here as possible, but that's going to be a dynamite looking animal when it crawls out too, which is so cool. So cool, so cool. Okay, all right. The moment y'all have been waiting for. I know that everybody who saw the clutch laying when I was pulling this clutch saw this video where I had to separate these eggs, and this egg number 5, as it ended up being numbered, sprung a leak as I was trying to separate them. Right down here, a little pinhole formed, and the fluid started to leak out. And so what I had to do was I used some school glue and Lotrimin powder, which is just an antifungal powder, and I made a little paste with it, cleaned off the egg, put the paste over the hole. It doesn't stick real well because the hole is just, this is such a loose, liquidy, slippery fluid. And then I took a piece of butcher paper and I actually glued it onto the egg to cover it up and keep it sterile and keep it from losing any more fluid. And the result appears to be quite good. This baby, like I said this morning, had his head out like probably 2 inches out of the egg, just looking up, almost like he was stargazing. And so moving around, very active. So I'm just thrilled. And we're going to take a look. Holy moly. What a beautiful snake. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of bubbles, but this is gorgeous. Oh my gracious. This head looks wild. See if we can get a little bit. Fluid's a little bit murkier than some of the others, but let's see. Focus, please. You can see that head. It's wild. Obviously another multi-gene pinstripe. Has some real color to it that would lead me to believe specials in there. Maybe YB. We'll just have to see. It'll be so hard to tell until they crawl out. But now, this wasn't the most anticipated egg, but when I saw him stick his nose out earlier, now I'm so intrigued by this guy. This is going to be incredible. I feel like if I had a drum roll, I would play it right now because this feels like a drum roll type moment. So I don't have that sound effect, so I'm not going to put it in there probably. But imagine a drum roll, please. We'll cut this one a little bit bigger, maybe. Okay, maybe not. Oh man, it's so foamy. That's having trouble getting through. All right. Oh my gosh, he stuck it out. Look. I can't tell if the lights are glaring off. Look at that little mustache. Focus, focus, focus. Is it focused? I can't tell if it's focused. Look at that. It's like a little Charlie Chaplin mustache. my little, I don't know. Oh, it's so cool. Stick your head out for me. Now, this one almost looks clown to me, but it might not be. But looking at the pattern, I think we have pinstripe, pinstripe, leopard, and inchy all in this animal. Probably special, probably yellow belly. I see green eyes. This animal looks amazing. It's not bamboo, clearly. We only got 2 bamboos, and they both seem to have gotten the special gene also for blue-eyed Lucy's. But this joker looks amazing, absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait until he crawls out of the egg. Oh, he, she, it, I don't know. I feel like I'm almost like losing my breath here. I'm so excited about this. This clutch is amazing. This is definitely one of the most anticipated clutches for me this year, and that they're all healthy and moving around and look great is so, so exciting. Just look at him. He stuck his head out a little more. Some of them haven't. This little inchy dude over here has been moving around a lot, but now he's hiding again. They're just telling you, please come back and look at me later. Now, I had somebody ask about me using the vermiculite on one of the other videos, or comment on one of the other videos. I use vermiculite and water as a hatching medium. That's what I use. However, it gets everywhere and sticks to everything. So once I cut the eggs, I move them off of the vermiculite so that they can finish absorbing their yolk. And that way, when they crawl out, it doesn't get all over them. It makes cleanup a lot easier. I've been experimenting this season with moving them over to, in the past, I've used coconut. I didn't like it. Typically, I've always used paper towels, really, really damp paper towels. Damp is not the right word. Really wet, soaked paper towels on the bottom, which works fine. The problem is they crawl around and they spill that egg fluid. It soaks in and it gets really, really smelly. It smells up the whole incubator. So I'm trying the Lignocell, which is the substrate that I use to keep them on. Not a widely available product in the U.S. Yet, but that's what I use. So I went back to it because the last clutch was so smelly. I decided to go back. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let me turn this around real quick. I know I get going and I'm this excited. I can't stop. I just can't stop myself. I don't know why. This is so awesome. I'm thrilled to death with these babies. I don't know if I could be happier with the results, but I absolutely have to. Like, I'm going to be on pins and needles waiting for these to crawl out. And when they have their first shed, to try and figure out what they are. I'm so excited. So happy that all of them seem to be completely healthy. They're moving around. They're flicking their tongues. This is great. And what a great day. This is an absolutely awesome end of the day. And I can't wait to share this video with you guys next weekend. Man, this is fun. Like, I almost don't even know what else to say. This is just great. And awesome babies. Well, hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, man, it is tomorrow from when I recorded that last clip. And just got done cleaning rats. And it looks like all the babies are out of the egg. So I'm about to clean them up and take a look at them for the first time. And I got to be honest, I was sitting here debating with myself. Do I go ahead and share this awesome clutch with you guys, or do I make you wait and hold the suspense a little longer? I'm sure the experts should say that's what I should do to get you to come back and watch the next video. But I don't know if I can do that to you guys. I'm so excited. You just got to see what we just recorded last night. And so I figured, let's pull these babies out. Let's check them out for real. Let me try not to make all kinds of crazy guesses that may or may not be right. And let me share fresh out of the egg. Let's take a look at the babies together. This will be the best part of the video, I'm sure. Thanks for sticking in here. I hope you enjoyed. All right. Well, man, I'm so excited to open this tub. I am going to share it with you guys. I got to get my water ready here at the right temp so that I can clean them without it being too hot. So if you hear some noise in the background, there'll probably be water running. But I'm just going to try and get them cleaned up real quick here and get them into their tub to wait for their sheds. Oh my gosh. Look at that dude. All right. So it's our first blue-eyed leucistic. And who knows what all else is going on in there. What a beautiful snake. Definitely can see some faint patterning in the sides. I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera there. If you can see the patterns, drop a comment down below if you can see those patterns and let me know. It is subtle, but it's there. Hey baby, just gonna wash you off real quick. I know that's weird and new. You're doing great. Good job. Good job. What amazing babies. Wow. Wow. Look at these dudes. That's Mr. Mustache over there. We'll wait on him. Look at that. Man. Nice orange faded. I'm going to guess. Let me not guess. Let me not guess right now. I am guessing in my head, but let me not try and speculate too much now. Y'all can speculate. Go ahead and tell me. Remember, the pairing was a inchy leopard special clown to pastel pinstripe, bamboo pastel pinstripe, yellow belly, something else. Why can't I remember them all? Inchy. Yeah. Bamboo, pastel, inchy, pinstripe, yellow belly, and possible het cryptic, or probably het cryptic. But anyway, look at that, dude. Hey little one. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Just warning, this is going to be a little bit long of a clip, but hopefully with the babies cruising around there, you don't mind watching them. This little one's got his head out over here. Let's come back to you. Hey, where are you going? We got one that wants to check the place out. Another blue-eyed leucistic. Now, there is more going on here. I know there's no way that the camera is catching what my eyes are, and this pattern is freaking amazing. I bet this is a cryptic or a krypton here. But the pattern, y'all, again, shout out, let me know how much you can see. But there are a lot of, you can see yellows and purples through the back of this blue-eyed leucistic. This is the coolest blue-eyed leucistic I've ever seen. It'll be so cool. I know some of that's coming through. Tell me what y'all see, what you think. I bet this will be a very, very, very cool addition to look at under the spotlight. Hey, little baby, where are you going? And that is most definitely a male. Curiosity got the better of me. That's a dude. Let's pull this guy out. Leopard much? So that's a leopard pinstripe for sure. And we'll try not to speculate too much. I'm guessing special. So cool. Really just such an awesome pattern, and it goes well with this not quite coppery tone that he's got or she's got. Oh, the belly is nice and orange too. Really cool to see what this one's going to look like after it's shed. You know, again, not like the most crazy combo ever, but just really, really cool. Haven't seen a lot like this, so kind of unique, which is just fun to produce. Another boy. Hey, buddy, where are you going? All right. Excuse you. Excuse you. That bell is so cool. And look at this. Super inchy special yellow belly, maybe? Definitely super inchy. Can I get the lignocell off your face? I'm trying. Sorry, I'm so distracted myself. I'm not holding it up for you guys very well. Look at that dude. That head stamp is awesome. Got some busyness in the belly, but yet so clean. So cool. Oh, he does not like the water. Like, what are you doing to me? This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful clutch. I can't believe it's another male. So far, all of them have popped male except for one that I'm not sure about. All right, and this is my dude. Look at the reduction in pattern on this guy. This is so crazy. So crazy, and this is Captain Mustache who made his appearance. Let's see if we can get a good, if I can get the light so that it's not shining so much. Come on. Trying to give y'all a good look at his stash. Man. Hey, buddy. He's trying to get a look at the stash, too. Don't be jealous. Yours will come in time, I'm sure. Sorry, I used to saying stuff like that because I have 2 teenage boys. All right. Let's see if I can dry you off a little bit. He didn't like that. Let's see if we can catch. Look at that mustache. I feel like it's not really focusing, but you guys get the drift. Man, the pattern reduction is so crazy. This is got to be super inchy, got to be pin leopard. Well, maybe not pin. Maybe it's just super inchy leopard special. Although, definitely, I think it's pin too. Oh, we'll have to see what it looks like. Let me turn the water off. See what it looks like after he sheds. But isn't this dude crazy? Oh my gosh, this clutch is absolutely amazing. Did not disappoint. I think this is like the hidden all-star. Like seeing it out of the egg under the light now, and the pattern on this thing, even though it's a Lucy, is just incredible. So crazy. Man, I can't wait to see how that one sheds out and what it looks like under the black light. Let's make sure I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure I got them all in there. Didn't lose any while we were distracted and washing snake. This thing is so awesome. Holy moly. Man. So incredible. I hope you like this. Y'all have to tell me what you think. Please comment on this one. This is one of the most amazing clutches, period. All right, so there you have it. Wow. Man, amazing. I'm awestruck by this clutch. Again, I know it's not the craziest, most expensive combos you can imagine, but this clutch is just phenomenal, and I'm thrilled to death, especially that we got all healthy babies. Everybody looks great. Woo! Glad to share it with you. I know I said some other stuff last night to end the video that I'll probably cut out so that I can share this update with you on the cutting on Saturday. But anyway, again, show some love in the comments for these beautiful babies. Tell me what you think. If you have an idea or you have questions, tell me which one's your favorite. Do you like that really reduced pattern with the crazy mustache? Or like me, are you geeking out over this blue-eyed leucistic with these crazy yellow-purple patterns underneath the surface? Like, I can't wait to see it shed out and then under the black light. It's probably going to be so cool, and I will be sure to record it and share it with you guys. Man, what a journey. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for staying to the end and listening to me ramble. I appreciate your comments. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Alrighty, hey folks, it's Joel, and here we are. It is the time you've been waiting for. The babies have shed out. They shed really quickly. Actually, are all shed faster than I thought they would, but I checked on them just a little while ago while I was doing some cleaning, and it looks like they've all shed. So, as promised, I'm going to pull this amazing clutch out. We're going to take a look at them with new skin. I'm going to try and make some wild guesses, but I know I'm not going to be able to determine everything that is going on in this clutch. But yes, it's exciting. So again, this was our inchy leopard special clown male to bamboo, yellow belly, pinstripe, inchy, pastel, possible krypton het cryptic female. I think probably just het cryptic. I don't know that krypton is a possibility there, but regardless, we've definitely got some krypton-like features in several of these babies. So we're going to take them out, get a quick look at them, and then get them into their individual tubs. So let's take a look. All right, so maybe they haven't all shed out, but it's hard to tell. So we got a little separation here. Hey there, little buddy. Cool, beautiful little boy or girl. This is a, let's see. Hard to say for sure. Definitely inchy pin, pastel, possible yellow belly. I don't think special. And it's a little girl. but so yellow, so bright, green eyes, beautiful, beautiful snake. Woo! Hey, little one, here you go. We're gonna put you right here, your own home. All right. Let's see. Try to save my favorites for last. Oh my goodness. Wow. There's some sweet stuff in here. And they're all wrapped up with each other. They look, oh my gosh, these babies look crazy. These bells are fantastic. Let me not get ahead of myself. So this would be, I think, it's hard to say. The banding doesn't scream super inchy to me, but the head stamp does. So I think this is a super inchy special. I don't think yellow belly, but those genes could clean the yellow belly up. I don't really know how to determine. So I have to do a little more research. Sorry, I'm way off the camera. I apologize. Looking at him, and but this is just an amazing, amazing looking animal. If we can focus on the eyes there. Come on, focus. Beautiful green eyes. What a beautiful animal. Awesome, awesome. The flaming up the sides on this animal are really, really nice. That's a boy. But you see these transitions from the bottom as it flames up the sides. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So that's a boy. So male one, we'll get him put aside. Male one. All right. 2 down, 4 to go. Let's go with, this is Leaky. This is our little Leaky baby. Looking great. Cool little arrowhead pattern. This is a leopard pinstripe. And I'm not sure about special. I think it might be special. It's super clean, kind of a different tone than I would expect from, but it's hard to know. I have not ever produced special before, so the visual aspect of this in front of my eyes are hard, but definitely a leopard pinstripe. Don't think yellow belly, possible special. And if you're experienced with special, you might be screaming at me. Feel free to comment if you have experience with that gene more so than I do, but definitely a leopard pin, but doesn't look like a standard leopard pin to me. I don't see yellow belly, don't see pastel, don't think there's inchy, so I'm thinking it's got to be special, but don't know for sure. Definitely a little boy there. Man, what a handsome fella. Hey, buddy. I'm going to put you right over here next to your brother. Zoop. They're so cute. Hopefully you enjoy watching them crawl around while I put them up. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. This is Bell 1. This is the first one that we saw greeting us. Man. And visually, I don't think the camera's going to show what I can see. This is the first one. There's a lot of pattern here. Be sure to let me know if you guys can see that. It's definitely more noticeable now after the first shed, but we've definitely got a blue-eyed leucistic here, but there is some crazy patterns underneath. Also, my first year producing special blue-eyed leucistic, so maybe they just don't hide the pattern quite as much as some others. I'll have to talk to some breeder friends and see if that might be the case. But anyway, really, really awesome, like yellow dorsal, purples, and even a little bit in the head. I don't know if you can see the head stamp. The lights are a little bright in here for a white snake, but just yellow throughout, just like this faint pattern under the underlying in the head stamp. Little girl. Hey, precious one. So cute. Oh my goodness. That is an amazing looking animal. Now we'll get to my top 2, and most of you seem to agree. I'm going to go to this little dude here first. just because I hate to say it, the next one is my favorite from the clutch. But this dude has just the most reduced pattern. This is a super inchy pinstripe special. I'm thinking maybe leopard too, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. I think leopard. So I think this is super inchy leopard pinstripe special Krypton is what I think we have here. I don't know that I could say that for sure without shed testing. See if his little green eyes will pick up. But what a reduced pattern. The spotting is so cool. The head stamp is so cool. And of course, we got that grade A mustache. He's got like a little clown head. Looking at it now, like it looks like he's at a birthday party. We got a little smiley face, we got some eyes, and a birthday hat. So celebration time for this little guy. What a cool head stamp. Man, I wish that would focus real well. Man, so cool. So cool. Even the little spots on the tail. Everything about this animal is just so cool. And looks like it's a female. Looks like a little girl. Ain't she pretty? All right, darling. We're going to get you put up. And then we're going to take a look at the last one. Oh, and this one's just my favorite. I am blown away by this baby. Let me get you a close-up look here. Oh, I got a little shed. And with the light, I don't know how well it'll come through, but look at, I almost said her, but I don't know if it's a her. See if, twisting on me. Looks like a boy to me. I'm not getting real, yep, that's a boy. Look at that stud. The head stamp is just so cool, like this V, this orange color, and there's such a strong pattern. If I had to, man, this is so cool. I wish, man, oh, he's so handsome. I'm thinking inchy pinstripe. Blue-eyed leucistic, so bamboo special, inchy pinstripe Krypton is what I think we have here. Possible yellow belly. I guess pastel's in the mix too. Goodness gracious. There's so many things that could be at play. Without a good shed test, though, I don't think we're going to be able to tell for sure. But absolute ripper. And definitely my favorite so far this season. Man, isn't he gorgeous? Oh, he's so beautiful. The floor looks really dirty. Sorry about that. Everything sticks to it, and I've been doing a lot of deep cleaning the last couple of days, so spilling Lignosil, I'll clean that up. But man, look at that beauty. Wasn't that incredible? Those babies look so gorgeous. Even the more simple ones look amazing. Absolutely incredible. I am thrilled to death with this clutch, especially those last couple of babies we looked at. But really, all of them, they're just so amazing. And I couldn't hold that. I've got to share it with you. I might have to share this in its own video because I don't know that I'll be able to wait long enough to the end of the season to do the whole long thing. I'll probably still do that, but I'm going to have to share this update with you by itself because, wow, these babies are amazing, and I love them already. Most of them probably won't be staying here, though. So keep an eye out. If you see something you like, let me know and claim them before it's too late. It's going to be really hard to figure out everything that's in these, but, man, they are amazing. Awesome. I've said that too much, but it's hard to think of anything else to say. They're just great. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Please comment. Let me know what you think. As always, let me remind you to share the love of reptiles with everybody and anybody you can, and I'll see you guys on the next one.